today's session we're going to, last session we introduced Jamaica Homes to you, and today I'm just going to do an introduction and overview of the training objectives, the importance of understanding and effectively utilizing Jamaica Homes as a website. So what we're going to do is probably split this session into two. So today I'm going to continue with the brief introduction of the Jamaica Homes brand, its mission. I think I touched on that last time, including its target audience. We'll continue to provide an overview of the JamaicaHomes.com website on the front end. That's the website you see when you first visit JamaicaHomes.com. And then we'll move straight into demonstrating how to navigate on Jamaica Homes, the website, the front end. Accessing different pages and menus and sections on the front end of the website. And I think we might be able to get as far as creating an account and updating a profile. If we're lucky, we might be able to just cover submitting a property, but I think that will probably run out of time after that. And so we'll allow 5 minutes for QA at the end, questions and answers. And in the next session, we'll go into more detail about the back end of the website, which is where you submit a property, communicating with customers, customer relations management, and all that stuff that will keep you, including social media pages. I'm going to cover all of that next time as well, because I think that's very important to link in with your properties. You need to actually be doing both nowadays. So you post a property, you update your social media, you post links to it, you update people, you reach out to people. All that kind of stuff will be covered in the next session as well. So the first thing you want to do is using Google Chrome or Safari or whatever browser you use on your mobile device or laptop, is navigate to JamaicaHomes.com. This will bring you to the website, and this is what you should see. Sometimes the picture on the front page changes, so don't let that discourage you from using the website. We change it up sometimes, but the navigation always stays the same. So I'm going to take you across the top. Anybody visiting the website will see an About Us link. Any link on the top of the website, if you click on it, it will take you to the relevant page. This page just tells you a little bit about Jamaica Homes website, and it has recent articles from the blog, etc. The next tab along the top, and we're in the front end of the website, we haven't logged in yet. The next tab is Find Agents. So when you register, and we'll show you how to do that shortly, and you're a realtor, this won't happen for everybody. If it's a customer, they won't see all of this stuff. They won't see an option to have a profile. When you register and you fill out your profile information, we'll pick that up at the team at the office here and create a front end profile for you, which is on this list of realtors. What will happen is, as you update your profile in the back end, all the information will be synced to the front end. So this is what your customers will see. So giving you this I'm just clicking into this realtor. This is the type of information that you might provide on the back end that will be provided on the front end. So it will show you your property types that you have listed, status, what cities they're in Jamaica, etc. And you have a section where you can talk about yourself as a realtor. I wouldn't worry too much about this. All of this it kind of automatically populates from the back end when you're filling out your profile. But this is really important because this enables people to contact you directly, send an email to you, or call you. So if they send an email to you, they get a form like this that pops up. Or if they want to call, they'll click on that, and then it will navigate to whatever call system they have. If it's a telephone, it just goes to the call feature on the telephone. And there's various ways for them to reach out to you, but very important. The next tab is a tab to our YouTube page. I may have mentioned last time that at Jamaica Homes we do free videos for property listings, so just reach out to us. We'll come out, we'll do a quick 20-minute video, put all your details on there, upload that, and that is a very good way for you to get marketing, for people to be interested in the properties. It's really key that you take up that offer, especially for properties that are high value as well. because they're harder to find people to buy sometimes, because most of those people might be overseas or returnees or high net worth individuals or professionals from Kingston. Very busy, but YouTube and TikTok and those channels are really good outreach channels. Our blog, we post regularly on Jamaica Homes about different topics, so check that out. And then this is a general contact page. What happens, sometimes people reach out to us directly. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does and they're interested in a certain region, we will send the inquiry on to agents registered on the platform. And so you might get an email from us saying, please can you contact this lady urgently, or this guy, they're interested in so and so. Over here we have the help. This email me a login link is quite important, because a lot of people who are busy nowadays, you forget your password. So if you click on email me a link, all you need to do is enter your email address, send me the link, and it will send you a link that you click on, and it automatically logs you into the platform. So that's quite useful. I forget my password sometimes, so I have to go to email me a link, because I just can't be bothered to reset it or anything. We have a support desk. If you click on that one, it takes you to a support portal, and this is mainly for people just inquiring. They're not sure if they want anything. They can just send our office an email. It might be about the platform or anything else. That's how that's done. And we usually, if it's to do with a property, we will reroute that to an agent on the platform. So we won't take that on ourselves. We just reroute everything. Common FAQs, that's common frequently asked questions, although you can get that from here as well. If anybody starts typing in anything to do, like for example realtor, what will happen here, it will start to populate here. If it's a key question we've already answered, it will populate here and then give you the answer. If not, you can go on and send a message. That's how that works, and it allows people to give feedback. Inquiry, similar to contact, people can make inquiries. It's just another way of contacting our team and submitting an inquiry. We have the main office telephone number here, and we have a login and register link. So obviously if you're registering for the first time, you want to click on that link. If you're already registered, then you just simply click on the login link, enter your username or email and password. And across there is create a listing link. Now if you click on this create a listing link, when you're not logged in, it will ask you to log in or register. So it will come up with these two links. But ordinarily, if you're already logged in or registered, it will take you straight to your dashboard where you could submit a property. So I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but I hope that was kind of understood. So that's the main navigation where you come to JamaicaHomes.com. Down at the bottom of the website, there's various links. I think we've talked about some of them at the top. Again, they're just replicated. About us, find an agent, agencies. So when you register as an agent, you will be linked to your agency's page. So we'll automatically create an agency page for your agency, so that all properties will not only be listed under you as an agent, but will be listed under your specific agency. And again, a link to the support center and various other links. For customers, we have like an onboard mortgage calculator, so that when they're interested in the property, they can see how much it might cost and stuff like that, and the rest are terms and conditions. So pretty straightforward there. And these type of links here, if you click on Tower Isles, it just shows you properties in Tower Isles, Kingston, etc., etc. And the quick links are links to property articles about listings, building a property in Jamaica, renting a property in Jamaica, selling a property in Jamaica, etc. To the far right, what we introduced just recently is we've translated the website into 65 languages, so that what happens if somebody clicks on I don't know, French for example, it navigates them to the French version of our website, which is frjamaicahomes.com. I'm just going to go back because I can't. and German, etc. So we've translated into 65 languages, which means if you're in France and you type in Jamaica Homes and our website comes up, it will present you with the France version of the website, the FR version instead of this version. So it helps to gain a wider reach and exposure around the world. Okay, so with that all said and done, I'm going to just show you how to create an account and log in. So the quickest way to create an account, if you go to register, if you have a Google account already, is probably the easiest way for you to register. But if you don't, you literally type in your first name, your last name, your username. So your username might be a combination of your first name and last name without spaces. So if it's my name, it will be Dean Jones, no spaces at all. This will be my first name, last name. I'm just going to do this here. And then the email address might be deanjones that's my email there, deanjones328@gmail.com. What you want to do after that is select whether you're agent, agency, owner, buyer or seller. Now it's less important if you're registering with Google, because we'll pick this up and we'll allocate you to the right channel in terms of whether you're agent or not, so you don't need to worry about that. But if you're registering this way, just select agent, select that you agree with the terms and conditions. This is a standard button to check that you're not a robot trying to register, and then you click register. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna So if you click register here, what this will do is it will send you an email. So I would have been sent an email now. That email will have password details, and I'm just going to go to that email now. That email is going to contain my password details and username. Can you still see my screen?
We see the screen.
Okay, good. Okay, so that I'm not going to go to it because that's actually confidential, but it will you'll receive your username and your password that the system generates for you. You come straight back here, enter the username, which the one that I chose was like Dean Jones, and the password that it sent you. You can press remember me, so you don't have to keep on doing this each time you come to the platform. Click on I'm not a robot and log in. And I mentioned there's a quicker way to register. That will be by clicking on either whether you're here in register or whether you're here in login. You simply navigate down to Google, click on that, sign in with Google. If you're seeing that, click on your Google email address, click continue. So it's like you're signing into Google, and then it will redirect you to Jamaica Homes and you're into the dashboard. I know that was very quick, but that's the quickest way of registering on Jamaica Homes. So if you already have a Gmail account, you can literally click on that link, enter your Gmail credentials, your password and email, and it will log you into Jamaica Homes or register you on Jamaica Homes, anyone you want. So once you've done this for the first time, you click on it the next time, it just happens automatically, and you're into the back end of Jamaica Homes. So you're into the back end. I'm going to go back to the front end. So if you click on Jamaica-Homes.com, immediately it's going to take you back to the front end of the website. If you notice something different here, there's this little icon, right? It has a little D on it, and it has this menu. So this menu, it takes you back to the dashboard where we were just now. So if I click on board, for example, it takes me back into the back end dashboard. If I click back on the logo, it takes me back to the front end of the website. I'm not going to cover all these links off today because we don't have enough time, but I just want you to get a kind of a sense for where we are and why you're seeing this now. So if we click on create a listing, if you notice, it takes me straight back to this back end. Click on that, the logo takes you back to the front end. I just want you to be comfortable with that. Yeah, so the first thing you would want to do once you've registered is actually, it's not probably create a listing, it's to go to your profile. So I'm going to go to my profile, and that menu on the front end is replicated right here. Okay, and this will bring me to my public profile, but I'm not going to click on that. This is your profile information. So remember what I mentioned earlier, when you fill out this information here, it will appear on the front end under your agent profile on the front end that the public will see. So the more information you put in here, it will be displayed on the front end. So as a minimum, the expectation will be that your name, you filled out your name, your license number. That's always good to put that there because it gives clients and customers confidence. A mobile number, phone number again if there's another phone number you have, your company name, who you're representing, your service areas, very important. So if you're only working in St. Anne's or St. Mary, put that down so you're not receiving countless inquiries from people who want things in Kingston. If you're doing all areas, then list them down here. If you specialize in, for example, long-term rental and you don't really get into selling of properties, then it's best to say so. I think if you don't say anything, then you're going to receive all manner of inquiries. But if you say you only specialize in sell properties, then I would actually put that down here. If you specialize in just rentals, I will put that down here. And then you just want to say, even if it's a 3 lines about yourself, you just want to say something about yourself, how long you've been in the industry, the type of areas that you kind of specialize in. And once you've filled in the information, it's simple enough. You just click update profile and it will do that. So don't be scared of it. You can't break anything. Nothing will go wrong. The worst thing that you could do when you're in your profile page is navigate all the way down to the bottom of it and click delete my account. And even then it's gonna ask you, are you sure you want to delete? So in that case you don't want to, because if you do that, we can recover it, but it's a lot of work to do that. The other thing that you might want is a profile picture. So if you click on update profile picture, you can literally select a picture from your phone if you've got pictures on there or something else. Don't use a normal image like I have, but it needs to be an image of yourself, a photo of yourself. Yeah. Once you've done that, again, update profile. So below this profile data, I mentioned, and I'm going to mention it again in the next session, about social media. It's very important now. I know a lot of people shy away from it, but it's very important for you to at least have a LinkedIn account, I would suggest. Facebook, if you already have one, an Instagram account, and at least a TikTok account, because when we make a video for you, we're going to want to post it on our account plus your TikTok account. I think it's really important for you to start doing this now. This is the way everything is moving. So you can enter, if it was my Facebook account, I'll enter facebook.com, then I'll enter my username, and then click update profile. It's as simple as that for each one of these. And this is a very important bit. You don't have to set this currency bit, because each time you submit a property on Jamaica Homes, it asks you to select a currency. But if you select one now, for example JMD, it will set that, and every time you submit a property, create a listing, it will be auto selected. You can change it, but you don't have to worry about that again. It will always default to JMD unless you change it to USD when you're submitting a listing. On this page, you can change your password as well. So you can enter a new password, confirm the new password, and update that password here. So this is really a quick overview of the profile page, and I'll provide a separate video on this for you to to watch and listen to at another time in your own time, so that you can get the gist of it. But it's very user friendly, I believe, and it will, as I said, it links to your front end profile, which is very important. I'm not going to navigate to these other buttons here, but I want to go to create a listing. So as I said, there's many ways to get to this page, create a listing. I've just clicked on this navigation button here, create a listing. If I go back to the front, and if you could remember, when I click on the Jamaica Homes logo, it takes me back to the front end of the website, right? So if I click on create a listing here, it takes me straight back to this page. So there's more than one way to get back to this page. I just want you to be clear on that. If I go back to the front end again, clicking on this logo, and I go to this menu, there's create a listing again there. It takes you all back to the same page. So there's just 3 different ways of getting here to make it easier for you. The creating a listing, I believe, is quite intuitive. It's quite straightforward. You just follow each page and you press next. So I'm going to do an example one. This is your property title. So it might, most people use an address, but it might be mansion for sale in, I don't know, Tower Isles. It might, if it's a scheme, then you might enter a scheme name, and St. Mary. So that might be, I mean, I'm doing this really rough, so don't worry about my spelling or anything. This is just for your benefit. And then, so that would be the title for your property, not necessarily the address, but how you want it to look. And then this will be the content. So what are you saying? This is a property in Tower Isles, and etc. etc. It has 5 rooms, and it's located in a suburban area, or it's the garden is well fruit, all that kind of stuff that goes into this box. And don't worry about your descriptions, because we can help you with that. We use AI on this platform, so we will, if you want, you just reach out to us, a quick telephone call, and it only takes us about a minute. We'll just do the AI on your listing and make it sound even more flamboyant, or expand it a little bit if you want. So that service is free of charge. So down underneath the description, property description, you have your property type. So you have to select the property type. So if it's residential or commercial, you just literally scroll down and select whether it's apartment, bungalow, condo, whatever it is, studio, single family home, for example. The status, and you just do that by clicking on here. You can just type in stuff, or just navigate this list. The status would be whether it's for sale. What we ask you to do, if the property is sold, or if it's the let agreed, or if a sale agreed, under contract, is come back in and just update this for the benefit of customers, because they will reach out to you if it's not under contract, and you might get a few inquiries when you don't, I mean, every inquiry is good, I would say, because you can use it to redirect them to another sale of another property anyway, but it's good to update this. And then the label, this is quite important, because this gets people interested. So it might be that you believe it's a bargain deal, hot offer, or it's a must-see property, etc. Or if it's a price drop, you want to indicate that. So that's a way of coming back in and making it known that this property is now dropped in price, or the owner's looking for a quick sell. And you notice most of these terms are aligned with the MLS system that you probably already used to. Down here, if you notice, I set the currency to JMD on my profile, so it's already set. But I can quite easily go back in there and just change this particular property to USD if I want, and then I can put in a price. For example, if it was 500 USD or 250 USD, that's how you put that. Okay. Price placeholder. For example, if it's a rental you're listing here, you can put in a placeholder if you want. After the price, I don't really use that one, but after many people use this one. So if it's a rental, you might want to put it's I don't know, for example, 400 USD per per month, and you put monthly, and monthly will appear after 400. Okay, or if the price prefix is the opposite, where if you say start from, for example, it would say start from, and if the property price is 400 USD, it will be start from 400 USD. So this is after the price, this is a price prefix. So I hope that makes sense. So all you do is navigate to the next. So I hope you saw that, or you can navigate back. So it's quite intuitive, or you can actually save as a draft if you're not ready to finish this. The next tab is upload photos. You can upload up to 300 photos per listing. We can increase that if it's a property and you have much more than that, but we haven't seen anybody have more than 300 to date. It's pretty easy. If it's an image and you're on your laptop, you can literally drag an image into this and it will just upload it there. Or you can click on select and upload, and you can select images from your desktop or telephone. It's probably easier using a desktop most of the time. Just to note, the first image uploaded will always be the first image that people see. So if you want another image to be seen first, you can literally, if you're on a desktop or using your finger, you can start to move these images around. If I show you, if I upload another one, for example, a picture of me there, you can just literally start moving these images around. It's as easy as that. Or if you're on your device, you can just swipe pictures left and right. But the first one will always be the main image that people see on the property listing. If there's a video, then the video link for YouTube will go into this box here. If not, you just ignore it. Anything that you don't want to fill in, you just ignore. Nothing will happen. And then you go down and click next. Next, standard information. Bedrooms might be a 5-room. I'm just going to try and go through this quick now. The house might have, X amount of rooms in it. You don't need to fill in these boxes. It might have 4 bathrooms. Area size. Area size is the size of the square footage inside the property. So I'm just entering any numbers now. And then the land area will be the lot size. So again, I'm just entering numbers for the sake of it. And if you're not working in square feet, you might want to change that. Most people do. And some people, depending on the property, like you to enter the year built if you know that information. Garages, I don't normally use that one, but you can enter an amount of garages. And additional information pertaining to the property, it might be additional things being sold with the property, can be listed here. So it's literally just a description, like barbecue or something, and then the value of that, if you want. But most people don't use that one, it's just there. Next we move on to features. You might be familiar with some of these features. So you've got accessibility, level access to property, you can click that one. Site influences, might be in the countryside with a garden view, might have a no-through road, be in a private setting. Other features might have barbecue, beach access, a lawn, standby generator, water tank, swimming pool. All the features. If you don't see a feature here that is a standard feature, send us an email or text and we'll get it added for you. But most of these are on the MLS, so we've just replicated it here. And once you're finished selecting your features, click next. One of the last pages is the location. So this is the bit that you want to really get it right. So the address. So if it were, I'm going to pick a community, Spring Valley, in Tower, what's it got? Spring Valley Estate. Oh, here we go. So if you start typing an address, what will happen is it will start to pop up with all these different addresses, and most of the time it just allows you to select once you start typing in. And then down here This is just for search. These other fields are all for search. So what you want to do is ensure that you've selected, if it's Spring Valley, you know that's in St. Mary. And you know that Spring Valley is in Tower Isles. So you want to get those two selected. Country, I wouldn't worry about that, but yeah, it's just that just jumped out. So St. Mary, okay, Tower Isles, and then zip postcode, you can ignore that. But very important is the parish and the city, because that helps with search. So it will appear in a parish list and the city list on search on the front end, and I'll show you that in just a moment. We're basically at the end. So once you've entered the address, it will, what you want to do also on the map is that you want to just go to the map. You can move the map around using your finger or mouse, and this little blue thing, which is a pinpoint, you can actually zoom in like I am here, and you can just, if you can see, pinpoint where you think the property is. That's really good for location purposes. Some people don't even like to be too precise because they don't want people going to the property before them. And so if that's the case, you can just keep that kind of in a general area, because I understand that too. And then what you want to do is just submit the property. And that property is submitted. And how you can tell it's submitted, if you go to your properties, so I'm going to go to properties here, you're going to see that that property is now submitted and pending. And so I can click on this now. It's not live, but if I click on the link for this property, it's going to take me to the front end. Obviously we've not selected proper pictures or anything, but you can get a gist for the type of information that is shown on the front end for this property. Ignore this picture. So we've got under contract, quick sell, we've got schedule a tour. This is for customers and clients, so they can do that there, enter their information. And you've got all types of properties like opening Google Maps, the address, bill information. All of this has been populated for you at the front end. The features for the property are down here. You see all the features that we selected. Mortgage, what they can expect to pay per month depending on their deposit. They can just alter this. And they can also, there's many ways for them to reach out to you. They can schedule a tour here, they can do it here, they can do it on your personal profile score. And we have this thing called walk score, where it shows you that it's a car dependent area. If it were Kingston, it might say it's not a car dependent area because there's enough transport links. And there's another place for them to contact you here. So there's many places for them to reach out to you, many opportunities for them to send you a message or to try and arrange an in-person tour or video chat with you. And we'll show you how to customize this next week. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. If they've done this now, you'll receive the information straight to your email address. We don't receive anything. The email address that you use to register, that is the email address where all this information will be sent to. It will not be sent to us. The only thing that will happen is in the back end, there's things that will populate in our customer relations management system for your eyes only, where you can respond directly from there as well.